Hello, thank you so much for tuning in. We're going to get into a general reading about the divine masculine and the karmic partner situation, their current relationship. If you want to book a personal reading, please follow the description box below. We'll get you appointed as soon as we can. Thank you so much for being patient, everyone. Thank you to all the Morph Team members, all the Morph Team supporters. Okay, I really appreciate it. The comments, the subscribes, it's great. Please do not be shy to ask any questions pertaining to the video below. Okay, comment below if you feel like you have a question about what I've said. Okay, keep in mind if you carry the question over to my email, there will be a rate. Something fell out, the suspension card. So let's keep that right on top. Ooh, the Five of Cups, the Six of Cups. So a lot of love, a lot of like hurt past. I feel like there's a distraction here. There's definitely a distraction in their relationship right now, whereas it pertains to a water sign or the love that he has for someone. Okay, let's see what we got going on for the divine masculine, and then we'll do the karmic partner in a separate spread here. Divine masculine is the Three of Wands. He has the Queen of Cups and the King of Swords. Then we have for the karmic, we have the Chariot, the Queen of Swords, okay, and the King of Wands. So there's an aspect here that's missing, which tells me that the love elsewhere is for the divine feminine, as we do have counterparts here for the divine masculine and the karmic partner, the two King and Queen of Swords. So it tells me that they're in a relationship. They're doing good, okay, I can say that they're doing good. I think the communication between them is on point. I mean, so I don't believe that there's any lies that they're keeping from each other. I mean, as far as that goes, so like there's no lies. I mean, well, hey, that was silly. Obviously there's some lies here because he's definitely thinking about someone else and thinking about moving somewhere else, etc. But I think what I'm saying is, like, I think they're communicative about it, okay? As I see the Three of Wands here, as he's wanting to set out somewhere else and he's determined to do so. She's also determined to set out somewhere else, as she may be moving in a little bit more of a motion pack, like, or maybe he's leaving her. You know what I mean? Like, this is a Cancer energy. They call it naive because, I mean, it's just a hustle and bustle. It's like moving off of just because someone else is moving, okay? I think that's what I kind of feel here. But the communication is not off. So if some of you are wondering that, if your divine masculine has said, yeah, I'm leaving her, da-da-da-da, for this, he's probably, told her. The communication is pretty on point. There's something that she knows about why he's leaving, and the karmic partner is right across from the divine masculine's feeling of the Queen of Cups. So I think he's really, really, really thinking about this this love that he has with someone else, divine feminine, okay? And I think she knows that. I think she she's a bit of a level up on what she knows rather than what he thinks she knows. Okay, so there's like a kind of like a game here of Tetris or something, just like a little game of like, I know this and I know that and I know this and I know that, but he knows about about this King of Wands, that she's interesting. So some of the karmic partners may have someone on the side who's most probably a fire sign. But they don't have to be, but they're probably a fire sign. But other than that, this is someone who maybe they have a family with someone else, maybe they have kids with someone else, maybe they have, I'm not sure, but there's definitely a backup plan here, that the divine masculine knows about the karmic that she has, okay? Because the King of Wands is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy, but regardless if this is her other partner, some of them don't have anyone else but the divine masculine, right? This talks about a masculine energy, right, of enlisting in others to, like, kind of work for them, manipulate them, and there's no questions asked. This guy's mad powerful. He's a materialistic kind of man, and he'll use what he has to kind of persuade you, into doing his chores, if anything. But the thing about this guy, he's very noble, he's very loyal, he's powerful, and he wants others around him to succeed. There's a nice aura about this guy here. Okay, he's very passionate, he's very determined, he's very laser focused, and the thing about him is that, what he says does happen. He's a man of his word. okay, that King of Wands there. So the people around him doing his chores will get paid. They do come out in some sort of success, but this person works with multiple people. All right, and there's like a battle here of the King of Swords and then the King of Wands. So we'll go ahead and clarify that, you know. But what sticks out to me also with the Divine Masculine is with this Three of Wands here, more Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. So it's telling me that the karmic may know a lot more than what he may be leading on. But then it also tells me that the Divine Masculine doesn't really, not that he doesn't care. I feel like there's a lot riding in the situation. I feel like they're both ready to duel almost. Okay, so yeah, but it's kind of like there's going to be a war of some sort. Take it how you want it. And the Three of Wands represents like an established man, but ready for something new, ready to go somewhere new, okay? And he's very passionate and determined about that. But here we have the King of Wands. So it's like snake eyes going on here. There's something about to erupt here, and it's very interesting because the Divine Masculine is only but focused on this person here. So maybe he's being naive. We don't know. Maybe he's the one being naive, and she's just trying to like mimic or mock him. Okay, it looks like there's a mockery kind of going on here. And I don't know if he's playing it smart, this Divine Masculine. Hopefully, you know, he could either be an air, a water, or a fire sign. So we'll see. Hopefully he's the air sign in this case or something. Got some air in his chart, because I don't know if he's actually being naive and just kind of always picturing her or texting her, talking to her, wanting her. I don't know. It's interesting. I don't see communication towards the Divine Feminine, but I see a lot of love that he has for her. It's almost just like he doesn't have it's almost like he doesn't have a reason to love her. It's like legit a twin flame kind of situation here, where it's like he just does, and it's something that he's no longer wanting to fight anymore. So I don't know if he's just like being so open about it or not being open about it, but either way, this karmic over here knows, and she knows. And I don't know if she's like spoken to you, or if she wants to speak to you, or if this is just talking about how she knows about you. That's it. Okay. And then I love how the suspension card is here, number 12, if that means anything to anyone, is between his getting ready to move and hers getting ready to move. So it's like, it just seems like a battle here. It's about to pop out. Let me see what's between this King of Swords and this King of Wands. Let's see what we need to know here. King of Swords and the King of Wands. What do we need? Oh, yeah, the High Priestess. So, oh, and the Five of Cups. Oh, boy. Okay. So, obviously, you know, I don't think that he's being naive or anything. We'll leave that trait over here with the karmics, and she's the one with the Chariot. Okay, but it seems that he's been very emotional. I love how he has like the Queen of Cups for his energy, his spread, and it's like he's been in this immense amount of emotion. Okay, with this Five of Cups, this loss. It's just loss here and loss there, loss in love, loss in money, financial security, thoughts, emotions. He's just really erupting. So I don't want to call him naive. I just want to call him like he's in a breaking point right now. And maybe that's just why he's not wanting to fight it anymore or something, okay? Because it's like overwhelming. And I think I don't know, the karmic has got like an interesting kind of outlook on the whole thing. The High Priestess, I opened up to the Hierophant. So it's looking like, ooh, okay. So what it's looking like is, No matter what, it's going to be what it's going to be. Hmm. So those divine feminines who feel like they're waiting in this suspense, okay? It's going to be over pretty soon, that suspense energy. Because this dude or this woman is erupting, okay? This, your divine partner is like literally erupting, okay? Look, the scales will be balanced here with the Justice card. Could be a Libra, one or the two of you. I mean, I know there's a lot of cards here, but I feel like the message that I was supposed to get out was that, you know, the karmic is aware of. I mean, it's hard not to be aware. I want to understand. I want to see her chariot. Let's clarify the karmic's chariot here. Like, where does she think she's going to go or something? So the first card out here is the Three of Cups. Okay, and then now we have the Two of Wands. So, okay, it's safe to say she's moving on somewhere. Okay, look, and never looking back here with this Eight of Cups here. Because I think maybe she's lashing out. So it could say that a lot of them may have like more, I don't know. I would think that they have like something, like a legacy sort of built here. You know, to where it's like you don't just lash out and leave because you're like a part of a third party situation, or like because the man you've been married to or with, or the woman, you know, loves someone else or something. She's just ready to kind of go, maybe turn the family against someone. You know, you see like a mom and a sister here, a third horse over there. So she's ready to gather the troops. She's ready to do something kind of all out of sorts. She's ready to do something kind of stupid, kind of silly, just kind of naive. You know, I think it's, I'm not sure. The Two of Wands talks about new location. The ball is in her court. You know, she's got the world in her hands, sort of speak. So she's ready to kind of like turn her back on the marriage, on the situation, because he's turning his back. All right, we got the Judgment card here for her. So it may be something that she's going to have to be humble about. There is a marriage. I just opened up to that card again. So it's just one of those things where there's nothing you can do. There's nothing else that I can say right now. So perhaps the only thing I think about is the Chariot here. And it looks like she's like, okay, I'll go. Like it's something like that. So maybe, you know, I saw the Justice card, so it could signify like stuff, you know, stuff like divorce and stuff with a whole mess. But just as far as the scales being balanced, because it's, you know, because of this energy, will be fixed. Will be fixed. And then these two people will get to understand who they are, you know, kind of like, I get that a lot of us are in a certain energy where we don't know, like now there's a knowing of who we are. So like when you guys come together, there will be that. So that's as far as the scale is balanced. I did not get the Justice card in a feeling of which there's going to be a divorce, but there will be some sort of like lack of communication now, or this Two of Swords, or lack of emotion now, but it'll be a little more handled. It'll be bottled. It'll be, you know what I mean? It won't be like some, just like walking around with tears on my fucking, you know, on my face, on my shoulders. So there's that as far as, you know, those scales being balanced. There's going to be a new sense of love, and we'll just see where the Ace of Cups goes, you know. Okay, so they could, you know, for some of you, they could go back to family. They could go back. They just needed like some clarity. So do you, Divine Feminine. So we don't know where that's exactly going to go, but I get that there's a big but here with her Chariot, because it's like, why would I be moving, you know, in a naive way? If something is done, then it's done. I wouldn't be naive. Don't call me naive. You know what I mean? I would just be doing something that's the right for me. If somebody wants to be with somebody else, that's that. You know, there's kids, there's stuff in like that involved. For an example, it would be naive, but you know, again, you know, it's because someone else is moving away for the time being. So she just sees it as, or I don't think she just sees it as, I think some of them do, but it's what Spirit is saying here is that it's just a third party right now, and it's just somebody who's trying to get balanced, because they're emotionally distraught, financially distraught, and it's because they're not able to focus. This is them with the karmic partner every day, and the karmic partner's behind, you know, that Five of Cups, and then because they're constantly Hey, so it looks like, as far as her being in